Whoops. Alright, there we go. The mic is on now. I don't know, we want to use this thing? We want to use this thing? Nah, let's have some kind of background going on here. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. There you go. Just have it kind of large. Sure. This really doesn't matter. Why am I doing this? Okay. Hello and welcome anyone who is here at the moment. Well, we certainly have Hot Apple Pies and Devil Dog. Hello to both of you, and hello to anyone else who's joining you, but not necessarily using chat at the moment. Yeah, so it's an unusual stream today. I was planning on doing, you know, the video game stuff, but then the things arrived relatively early. The airlock to, you know, allow small bits of gas to escape the bottle. In fact, I have one right here. I'll just show you guys. I got two. So this one here, I think it's called a... What are they called? Bubble airlock with a bung. So I think this part's the bung and this part's the airlock. So you can see the little bubbles kind of come up and through there, and then they pass through this thing. Like these will both be half filled with liquid. And so they'll go like that and then like that. And then the gas escapes out the top here, as you can see. Mead? I don't know. That's actually a good question. I was just going to call it Mead, but I don't know. But hello, Supermoose. Welcome. By the way, did Twitch change the font of chat? By any chance? It's been looking different to me for the last at least few days, possibly longer. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, the cleaning solution also arrived. So, you know, we can sanitize everything. I haven't noticed. Maybe I changed something. I don't know. Don't think I did. But yeah, I'm not going to be sitting here too long. I'm just going to go over to the kitchen. I got all the stuff plugged in. As you can see, I think the camera is already actually turned on. Yeah, there we go. But I have it plugged into the wall this time, so, you know, I'm not going to run out of batteries. Like, unlike, you know, when we're doing the Kindle stuff. Shit. Okay, no, there we are. I'm back here. I've been a lot of Twitch streams the last few days. Fair enough. Alright, well, you guys want to just head over to the kitchen? Do we want to talk about anything before we go? Questions, concerns? Because I gotta, like, well, here's all I gotta do. Aside from all the brewing stuff and putting it, I still have to, like, well, why don't I go over the ingredients? Well, yeah, let's go over the ingredients here, because, like, the audio quality is gonna suck over there, so I don't want to, like, talk as much. Yeah, so it's honey, it's water, yeast, raisins, which I'm not a fan of, but they're not, it's not going to make it raisin flavored or anything. It's basically nutrients for the yeast and gives it kind of more of a texture, a mouthfeel, if you will, allegedly. Black tea, which for the same reason is going in there, and orange peel. Why I mean something else? Because mead is easy. Hello, Outrun. Welcome. Although I probably could have made a cider fairly easily. That's just the worst word. Yeah, it's not the most appetizing. And I see it's like 8 easy steps. I wrote them down on this little thing here. You probably can't see it because it's so tiny, but does the webcam ever eventually like focus in on this? It does, kind of. See if I can read it based off of my own, like, thing. What the hell does that even say? Oh, yeah, first is raisins. Second is if it ever unblurs. Why is it not unblurred? What the... Fuck this webcam. I'm just gonna read it. So first we gotta do the raisins, which I gotta chop up, which is gonna be a pain in the ass. So that's probably gonna be like half the stream. then the honey, then I add the tea, then I add the orange peel, then I add half the water, then I shake it up, then I add the remaining water. I don't think I have to shake it up again, but I feel like I want to just in case. And then the yeast. Whole lot of honey. To make 3 gallons, so that's like 3.45 liters, something like that. Oh wait, no. A gallon is fuck. I don't know. Screw the imperial system. I think it's a gallon. So I wrote that wrong on Twitter. I think. How long does it take to ferment? I forget. I think a couple months. Yeah, probably like, I think it was something along the lines, the initial fermentation process is about a little over a month. It's never like set. It's not a guaranteed thing. And then there's like a setting period for a few more weeks, maybe up to a month longer, and then you bottle it. So, I mean, theoretically, it could be done as early as about 2 months, maybe. I want to drink it early, but I might, leave it sitting around more. Bucket and dropper? You mean like the fermentation process? No, I'm using a what are they called? Carboys? A big glass jug. Have I made fermented foods before? I think I've made pickles at some point in the past. Who's using you called It's Alive? That might be another. I mean, yeah. I mean, I like pickled stuff. In fact, I wouldn't mind some more like spicy pickled beans and stuff like that, because those are really expensive to buy, but I imagine they'd be quite cheap to make. What else? Spicy pickled asparagus is also very nice. Anyway, you guys ready to go to the kitchen? You want to start this whole process? Because I got to start with sanitization first. So that actually takes... I should have probably started that. But, well, actually, that's not true. I already did. I sanitized... Well, I didn't sanitize, but I cleaned the table. I guess I did sanitize in the sense I actually disinfected the table. But... Mead just seems like it requires so much honey that... Buy some mead with all the honey. Well, that's the thing. This should make at least 3 or 4 bottles of stuff. The honey I bought was about $20, which is it's expensive. But I have a little bit of honey left over at the end. Probably about 1/3 of the bottle, or maybe 1/4 of the bottle. And that's like 3 to 4 bottles of mead, which here would cost me potentially like $100 or something. So I'm fine with that. Not to mention, this is like my first experimental thing. This is not supposed to be the most cost-efficient alcohol I'm going to ever make. Because I still need to, I got like a bunch of the equipment. There's still actually more stuff I need. I don't need to buy. I have everything, the minimum I need to make stuff. I don't have some things that would help later on. But yeah, I've still got to buy a few more things, like the auto siphon. I also want to get a graduated cylinder and a hydrometer, so I can actually test the alcohol levels, which I can't do right now because I don't have that gear. Taste testing? No, I'm not. No, I absolutely would not want to taste what I'm making today. It needs to sit there for a while. Basically, if I drank what I'm drinking right now, I would be tasting kind of maybe vaguely tea scented yeasty honey water. So you can't pay me to drink that. Well, I mean, I guess you could, but you know, I'd want a lot of money. They're gonna buy Canadian beer too. Yeah, Canada's fun with alcohol. Anyway, yes, to the kitchen. Let's go. Right now, hold on. Let me make sure everything's set up. Okay, the camera's looking good. There's the camera. Let me turn this mic on. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this microphone off, and then the other one's on, so you'll be able to hear me theoretically when I'm in the kitchen. So let me make. I'm gonna have a mobile chat thing. So let me know if like everything's okay. It's again probably gonna be suboptimal quality. This is in the other room. I'm going by Wi-Fi. It's on a shitty phone, but at least I can show stuff off. So I'm gonna also try to not move too quickly. Because if I move too fast, it's like it cuts out frames and stuff. So I'll try to speak clearly and not move too quickly. I'll see you guys in a sec. Oh, also, I'm just gonna leave this background music on from piano music. If this is too loud in comparison to anything else, what's going on, or it's just distracting, let me know. I'm not used to these whatever streams that don't involve video games. Well, I might play games later, but whatever. See you guys in a sec. Okay, so I can see chat now. So again, if you guys have any issues with what's happening here, again, I realize audio quality is not great. Video quality is probably not great, but I'll try and speak clearly where possible, not say anything too complicated. Hello, Bunny. Hello, Given. Oh, wait, no, Given. You were there earlier, right? So yeah, when I do talk, I'll try and lean in close a bit like this. Okay, well, let's get started. I'm just going to be over by the sink. I don't know, can you guys see the sink? I guess you guys can, yeah. I'm going to go over there and just set up some sanitization stuff. Okay, so unfortunately this is all in like weird American moon units, imperial stuff, but 1 ounce of this into 5 gallons should be sufficient to sanitize. This looks horrible and it actually is toxic, but in diluted amounts, it's food grade sanitization, whatever. So, yeah. In fact, I could just do it here, can't I? So here's a bucket. That's a towel. Here's all the stuff I'm going to need. So here's a knife. Funnel, which I actually had to borrow because apparently I don't have a funnel in the house. Here's the airlock. Tap the bung. We're not seeing from your phone because I don't want to do that.
Proofread the mead, as in like get the alcohol content of it. Eventually, I don't have the stuff that actually tells me the alcohol content yet, which is fine because I don't like it's not going to be alcoholic for some time. There's a jug of water. Because I think if I had to guess, tap water in Vancouver is probably fine, but allegedly it does contain a small amount of chlorine, and the thing I was watching would say avoid chlorine. In the future, I use tap water. For now, we're just going to use this bottled spring water shit. And regular bread yeast, which is apparently going to be more than sufficient, even though it's like frowned upon by like more kind of elite alcohol making. But for our purposes here, allegedly it's going to be completely fine. And here's the disgusting rate of this, which will feed the yeast. Oh, of course, I have 2 kilograms of honey. I won't be using all of this, just most of it. I need to get something else. Oh. So here's a jug here. Alright, so let me just read the instructions again. Okay, so if I use most of the stuff that's like kind of in this compartment here and dilute it in 5 gallons of water in this bucket, we should be good. Wait, this thing is a gallon. Wait, what the hell? How much shit do I use? Oh, it's too much. 1 ounce to 50 gallons. So I need actually less than that then. Oh, this is actually stuff we told me. Because if it's just this bucket worth, I'm going to get like maybe fit 2 gallons of liquid in here, so roughly half it, I guess, and maybe half an ounce liquid. Okay, let's do that. By the way, can someone just like, you guys can still hear me, right? Can someone just like type literally anything in chat real quick? I just want to make sure this phone thing is doing something properly. All right, thank you. I'm trying to get, I don't really know how to work this thing, so I'm just trying to get a bit less of the cleaning solution in that little top part. Got like a paper seal thing. I'm trying to like get it out without spilling anything. There we go, got it. I have to keep swiping the phone because it just turns off periodically. I don't know why, and I don't know how to get it to stop doing that. So. basically half of what's in here, it looks like. Alright, hopefully that's sufficient. Alright, I'm going to put this away. I'm just going to measure water out with the jug I'm going to use. So I'll just put two jugs worth of water in there, basically. I don't think this is all going to fit in there. I got to actually dump it in this. Alright, there we go. Alright, for good measure, I think I'm just going to dump a little bit more. The liquid is very brown and horrible looking. It doesn't smell that great either, so yeah, I imagine I want to dilute it quite a bit. Smells a little bit like a pool. I don't think it's, I don't actually know what this stuff is. In fact, I'm going to double check the instructions on that package one more time. Because this is like, actually, it's odd. What's seemingly the easiest part, the cleaning bit, is the part at the beginning too. There's the part that I'm actually least sure about. Yeah, this bucket isn't big enough. I gotta dilute it more. Okay, so this is a solution of I cut the amount in half. I'm just doing a bit of math here real quick. So, let's say it's roughly half an ounce to 2, wait, no, I think I'm okay. Half an ounce to 2 gallons. It's a 1 ounce to 5 gallons. I'm going to dilute it a tiny bit more, not too much more, just a little bit more. This bucket's completely full, so I got to drain it off. Not the most exciting part, but if I don't do this right and things aren't sanitized, it's probably not good. So, actually, I gotta sanitize this thing as well anyway, so I'm gonna get my hair out of the way. Okay, so this will actually free up some room in this thing, I imagine. This is actually, okay, this is kind of complicated. I don't have like a properly sized bucket. Alright, how are we doing this? Oh, I know what I can do. I already have a funnel here. Okay, to fill this, I just need to get some tickets down. All right, so that should be fine. Everything else is, yeah, everything else just needs to sit in here for like a minute or so. Okay. Yeah, this probably should get immersed. Okay, so 1 minute for this crap. Oh, the knife as well. Is there anything else that's going to come into contact? Anything else? Not really. Oh, cutting board, right. So this is my mini half cutting board that cracked in half at some point. So it's actually just a convenient size cutting board because I have a full size one over there. That was weird. It looks like the webcam thing, or my camera just froze up for a second there. Is the camera fine? What is which thing for? The thing I'm doing right now? The bucket is for sanitizer. We're all good? Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm just going to be shaking this around for about a minute. Make sure everything in here is fully sanitized. Hopefully this isn't either too diluted or too strong. It kills me. The wood, oh, the cutting board? Yeah, this is a half cutting board. It's split down the middle one day, so it's just like, it's actually a convenient size for if I don't want to use a big ass cutting board. Like, an oversized cutting board actually wouldn't fit in this bucket, so. So I got as much of the foam out as possible. Allegedly it's food safe, but I want to get out as much as possible. Balancing this might be a bit tricky, so there we go. Can I even balance this thing? I don't know what this is. I can balance it against something maybe. I think I'm okay if I do this. It's pretty stable up against the wall. I just have to not jostle anything. I only need it to be upside down for a few minutes, so. I don't think I need to sanitize the handle of the knife, but let's be careful about that. Yeah, okay, the funnel we'll be using later, so that's fine. Get that the hell out of there. This will actually need to contain some liquid, won't it? Yeah. So I think it said, yeah, use the sanitization liquid for this, so that's fine. I've got to get most of it out of here. And this is like half for both. You don't want regular water in here, allegedly, probably because it'll just cause stuff to grow in there. So, it needs to be a sanitization fluid. I need more. The bit of the problem is that this is colored liquid. It's kind of hard to. Actually, I'll turn the other light on. Oh, it's already on. Never mind. Hold on, I'll turn a third light on so you can see it a bit better. It's a bit difficult to tell, so I'm gonna, because it's like kind of foamed up, so I'll leave it alone for a bit, and then I'll just kind of. Oh yeah, so you stick it in this thing like this here. So this is the airlock, which is going to go on top of the jug. So I'll just leave that alone for a bit, let it dry off. That should be fine. I don't think I really need the sanitization liquid for anything else, I believe, but I'm not sure, so I'm just going to go and put it over here. And, I'm just going to leave it in the sink. Okay, so as far as I'm aware, this is not bad for my hands or anything. I can leave it on, but it isn't like the sanitization liquid. But I don't know, so I'm just gonna wash it off just to be sure. Do I do backseat brewing? Sure. I don't know what I'm doing. This isn't a trial. This is the kind of thing you want to do right. You don't want to trial and error this. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Hello, hello. Alright, this is looking, yeah, so fine, there we go. Sanitized cutting board, which is all probably, it's gonna probably get unsanitized, I don't know, whatever. Let's sanitize the shit, so I sanitize the stuff. So unfortunately, again, this is the gross part, raisins. I hate raisins. But as far as, it's not like I'm eating raisins or anything, it's to give, nutrients to the yeast and add something to the mead, but not necessarily flavor. Alright, what am I looking at here? So 30 grams, so basically I think I want 2 ounces. I think 30 grams is roughly an ounce according, actually, could someone double check that for me? I think it's 28 point something grams is an ounce. But we're using bizarro American units here today because that's what the thing because the thing I watched was made by an American. I don't like the smell of raisins. Okay, 28 point, yeah, that's what I thought. 28.349 is fine. So I guess I'll just chop them up a bit, not maybe too much, but at the same time, they do need to be small enough to fit through that funnel there. So we're just going to do very incorrect cutting technique. I'm just going to, I just want to be quick about this so I don't have to deal with raisins for very long. So I got to keep over here and turning the camera back on. It's also a very small cutting board too, and I don't really want stuff falling off the side. Because I'm too old to probably sanitizing all that crap. So if anything falls off, I can't use it anymore. I probably could, but you know. Oh, with raisins, you cut them up and they sort of mush back together. But the big cutting board, like I said, wasn't really an option. It wouldn't fit in the sanitization bucket. I should probably just buy a bigger bucket. I mean, if I do this a bunch, I'll just buy a bigger bucket, I guess. But alright, that should do the trick for now. Let me put this thing on top of that. This should be sufficiently drained. It smells a bit like chlorine. It's not, it's iodine based, the disinfectant, but. What? 29 LB? What are you guys talking about? Well, I'm going to shake this out rather thoroughly, just in case. You already realize I can rinse it. This water is going in there anyway. I can rinse that with that. Just a bit. Because if this water is going to recontaminate it, which it won't, like just putting it in there in general will recontaminate it. Not too much, just a bit to swirl around. Yeah, that's the remaining bit of the smell there. Fine. Again, it probably doesn't do anything, but. Wait, how much? How many raisins do I need? I need 2 ounces. Yeah, I even have the first placer tag. I just realized something. I need a poking stick to get that through there, and that's not sanitized. In the meantime, I am going to wash this orange. Do you guys hear that? I gotta keep turning the phone back on. And grounded? What would that even entail? Really, I could probably just like drop them in more quickly than funneling them in. I'm pretty careful about that kind of stuff. Okay, so that's that portion of it. We're not done yet. I got another box after this. The raisin cramming requires a lot of concentration here. Okay, we're done with 50% of the raisin. Put it back here, get my sanitized knife, go fine. Box number 2. Periodically just move the stuff so I don't have to keep turning it back on. Oh yeah, I got a brew tea. I'm gonna boil some water. It might be a bit loud for a while through the boiling noise. The kitchen. We lost the raisin, guys. You know what it is? We'll do it later. So an eighth of a raisin to be more correct, or more precise. I'll do them in like smaller batches now. Yeah, that's easy to ram through. Alright, so that is the second to last batch of raisins. And then after this is going to be, I think, the honey. I left the sheet in the other room, so I'm going to go pick it up just to make sure. But I think the honey phase is next. In fact, I should probably be sitting it in a bowl of warm water, just so it's more liquidy, but nah, this is fine. It's actually going to take a while to get all that honey in there. Well, it's not all of it. I need most of it. Microwave? The noise? No, it's the kettle. Oh, you mean put the honey in the microwave? No, I don't want to put it in the microwave. A, I don't know what that's going to do to the honey, and B, I'm not going to use all of it, so I don't want to microwave the whole thing. Okay, that is all the raisins. We're done with that vile substance. Okay, next up, honey, right? All my phones are turning off here. Get them all back on. Okay, let me just get that piece of paper to make sure I'm on track here, do things right still. Yep. It is the honey and the tea next. Okay, so this is 2 kilograms. I need 1.4 kilograms. You know what? I should have done the math over there. So let's, so I need 7/10 of this stuff. Probably till about there. So I'll leave a little bit more than a quarter, right? No, a little bit less than a quarter. So 8/10 is a quarter. Yeah, and there's only like a couple of ingredients, a few ingredients. Anyway, so so I need 7/8. No, 7/8 is less than a quart, right? Yeah. 7/8 is the. If I were to goddamn, it's so annoying because I like trying to do like 10 things at once. Okay, so these 7/8, or I mean not 7/8, 7/10. So more than a quarter. Just a tiny bit over it. All right. So the water is boiling. In fact, I may as well start keeping heat. All right, that can sit back there for a while. I guess I can move. I don't need to cut it. Well, no, I do need to sort of cut the. Well, I'll move it out of the way for now. But I need to sanitize the spoon for later. All right, let's, I guess, get underway with dumping most of this honey in there. As soon as I turn the tap back on, oh my God, everything turns off right as I go to do anything. I really gotta figure out what the hell the deal with this is. I don't think there's a way to stop it, unfortunately. So yeah, like I said, this is gonna take a little while. Okay, so then got to about there. Like I said, I think if I can get to maybe about down there, that's about how much I'm gonna need. Yeah, that looks about good. Okay. Oh God, this is actually gonna take quite a while. There's a better way of doing it. I don't think there is. Like, I can't free pour it. I mean, I could, but I'd rather not. Oh, we can make the orange zest in the meantime. Well, it's not zest, it's peel. So I'm gonna need like kind of spritz of it. I've never actually done that before. I've never made anything that required a peel. I could probably try using my, let's go use this thing. The smaller, shittier peeler, which I guess I need to sanitize as well. Oh, good. Currently, while we're doing that, that last batch of honey has made it through the funnel, so let's add a bit more. Move the honey out of the way a little bit. Just going to make the orange stuff. Do I need this anymore? Maybe. Let's put it over here. Production status. I mean, the grand scheme of things, it wouldn't even register on that bar. And here's what we need to do today. We're actually coming quite far along. There's not like a hell of a lot after this. Maybe I'm better off with a knife. Like, I don't know how thin or thick this shit needs to be. I should have got the better peeler. I tried to get a thin one because it's like, well, I don't want it to be too big, but. I think it's been successful so far. I mean, nothing seems to have gone wrong, but you never know with microbes, right? Like, I can't see things going wrong, so. This peeler sucks so much. One more strip. Yeah, that's about half an orange worth of orange peel, which we'll put in later. Oh, that's it, because that last batch of honey went through. We do this probably about maybe 3 more times. Enough honey will be in there. Maybe, well, I don't know. We'll see after the next batch. So we're about halfway through the honey. And like I said, I only need about, let's say a quarter. We'll leave about a quarter of it in there. And in the meantime, how's this thing doing here? I think I have this where I need it to be, so that's good. That's the airlock. I need these two like the kind of cylindrical areas here. They need to be half, or not half full, but up to where it says there's a line basically. And as I said, it contains the sanitization fluid, not regular water. Hope it works. Thank you. I hope so too, because this is $20 worth of honey, and I'd rather not waste it. You know what? Just to be precise, to be sure, because I'm not going to be precise, I'm still eyeballing it. But I'm just going to do a quick bit of math on the other computer. I'll be right back. On my computer. Yeah, so I need to leave about 30% of this honey in here. This would have been easier and cheaper had I just bought two smaller bottles, but for some reason I decided to get the big one. Slightly cheaper. It would have been like 18 bucks as opposed to 20. The smaller bottles are on sale. The bigger bottle didn't have a price next to it. So I was like, fuck it, let's get the big one. I don't know why I did that. I think I was busy like thinking about the other ingredients. What do the raisins do again? They are nutrients for the yeast, which will go in soon. Also, they add like tannins, whatever the hell. I don't know. Allegedly, it like adds the word that you don't like, a mouth feel to it. feel like I want to add a little bit more honey, just a little bit more. I'd say a little bit, I've got a huge glob, but, you know, relatively speaking. Alright, so once this pours in, oh yeah, I gotta get rid of that tea bag. Why do I feel like that's not... Is that 600 grams of honey? So yeah, I should have 600 grams left. Yeah, that's fine. That's probably about 600 grams. 600 grams out is quite a bit, so no, it's alright. So this is almost done dripping in. I don't know if you guys can see the outline of the honey, but it's almost in there. We're almost done this phase. Then it's the tea, then it's the orange peel, then half the water and shake it up to oxygenate the whole environment. And then victory. Alright, honey, come on, let's go. I just... There. Camera turned off. I mean, it doesn't turn off, it just turns off from my perspective, so I can't see if it's actually working or not. By the way, can you guys still hear me fine? Is the volume quality, like, acceptable? I was when I first started, I was speaking more slowly and clearly to not confuse the computer and fuck up bandwidth, whatever, but I realize that as I've gone on, I'm just starting to go back to my normal pace of speaking. Everything's okay? Excellent, thank you. And the tea is through. We're good. Or not the honey is through. Time to add the tea. Again, same deal. Allegedly, just add tannins and mouthfeel or some kind of magical terminology. I'm just following a guide, so you know I'm not a taste tester. Incidentally, the YouTube video I watched on this had like a scale, and I think it was rather precise with how much like honey was being added. Whatever. Okay, so that's that. I don't think we need this for a moment, or at all anymore. I think no, I do need this still. Why don't we re-sanitize it? Okay, so the tea is in. To double check. Orange peel, let's cram this shit in here. Okay, now... Well, you gotta sanitize the phones, given how much I'm having to touch them, but... Prison hooch? No. That stuff is allegedly very vile. It can kill you. It's not, you know, the sanitization stuff I'm doing is not done. Okay, add half the water. Incidentally, I'm not taking, there's no proper measurement for the water. The water just goes up to the rim or the shoulder. Alright, that is enough for now. Put the original cap back on. I'm going to shake it up to oxygenate the environment because allegedly that's what yeast needs. While we're doing that, let me take a chair and sit down. So the thing I said, or the thing I watched, the rule of thumb allegedly is shake it until you think it's done and then shake it 2 minutes more. So I guess we'll be doing this for I was going to say 5 minutes, but then I have to for 7. I don't, well, yeah, I'm just going to keep shaking. We'll see. This thing is somewhat heavy, so it's actually a little bit tiring. I don't think Lowe's is open, right? I don't even know where the hell is there Lowe's around me anywhere? There's a Canadian Tire, but they're probably closed. And that's not near here either. Let's take the bus. Okay, I think it's done, so 2 more minutes. It's easier for me to stand, actually. Get the hip movement in. So you can tell a martial artist is doing something. There's other hip movement and stuff. Yeah, I just realized something. I think I might have the last 2 steps reversed. I'm just going to go double check. I'll come back and check it a bit more when I'm back. Just 1 second. In fact, you guys are going to hear the YouTube video playing. Well, you know, I'll talk to you guys in a minute.
So this is the guy here. Let me just make sure I have the steps correct here.
Because this is a big stick. But our rule when we coming.
Okay, he filled it up with first. Okay.
A little bit over, a little bit under. I'm just gonna dump it right.
Then the
Because
yeast.
I don't.
Yes, right now, and that way our yeast just went boop right in.
I'm just gonna give this a swirl. I used to hydrate yeast all the time, which means to put it in water and let it bloom. I don't do that anymore because I don't feel that it's necessary, and manufacturers of the yeast have said, we've kind of already done that for you. Not necessary. At this point, you now have what is called a must for mead, okay? There's nothing else that you need to add to this. There's nothing else you really need to do it except put some sort of a cap on there. Now, if you do not have a bung and an airlock and don't want to buy one yet, you can just use the cap that came with it.
Okay, yeast last. I was right.
I've actually thrown that cap away because we don't use them. But here is what you do. You put it on tight, loosen it just a little bit until...
All right, guys, I am heading back to the kitchen.
And of course everything turns off again while I was out of the kitchen. Okay. Shake it up a little bit again. And this is actually dangerous. It filled up to the shoulder. It actually has quite a nice sort of orangey honey kind of smell to it. I don't know if it's a good sign, but it's encouraging at least. That's all right. Now we get a teaspoon of yeast. Oh, this has never been opened. Okay. Okay, it has been agitated around, as the video said. Okay, so now, I put this sideways, is it fine? I think it is. So this is actually a really tight fit. I gotta like really cram it in here. Hopefully the table can stand up to this. It's not the most sturdy table in the universe. In fact, I'm not comfortable pushing down that hard on the table. I'm going to take it over to the counter. Oh, we got it in there. That's fine. Okay, now we put this guy in here. Probably needs to be pretty tight, I would imagine. So this is again the thing that tells me what the gas is doing essentially. And lets the gases just kind of trickle out, but doesn't let any oxygen in. So, and there we have it. I am basically done, I think. Now we just leave this for a while. Eventually there are more steps later, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't think I need to do anything else for now. So either I did the right stuff and we're on our way to Mead, or I fucked something up and I wasted $20 worth of honey. Well, I guess it's like, I don't know, $15 worth of honey or something, but I just gotta store this in a cool, dark place now, I think. Let me just make sure I haven't forgotten any steps anywhere along the way. So raisins are in there. Always, just don't get relieved because you're done. It's like, after you're done a team fight, oh god, I'm going to jinx the project saying this, but like a team fight in League of Legends. Just because you're done and you killed the people doesn't mean you can relax and like hark back, or recall back or whatever. Make sure you take your objective. Similar sort of situation here. We think we did okay. I think I did everything right, but it's not, just because you finished, it's not relaxed time yet. Make sure you've actually done everything right. See, I'm even sneaking in life lessons here. Pretty strong. Yeah, the guide that I'm going off of, the one he made, ended up being, something between 12 and 18%. So, it's like a wine. The color, it's pretty, like I said, it actually smells quite nice. And I can see if you look really closely, it's a bit gross because you can see the stuff filtering out, but yeah, I can see the yeast starting to fall down. Kind of like snow in there. Okay, so the raisins are chopped and placed in there. We added 2/3 of the honey. Let's see now. Added half the water, then we shook it up, then we added the remaining water, then we added yeast in, and we agitated it. Oh, I also added the orange peels and the tea. Right. We did both those steps. I think I'm good. I think I'm actually good. Okay, we're going to do some quick cleanup. I'm going to place this in a cool, dark place, and you'll see me for the time being. I'll keep talking. But yeah, let me just get this crap off the table. And hopefully this cap fits properly. Like, again, it's so tight. I'm really concerned to like shoot out or something, but I think it's okay. By the way, I'm going to use this bucket again. I'm going to place this in the bucket, so it won't. But on the off chance that this thing explodes under pressure, the glass will shoot into the bucket and contain the liquid. It'll get you drunk? Well, hopefully it will. If I've done things right, it will. In fact, if you drank all of this like in a night, this will make, like I said, about 4 bottles. That'll make you real sick. Yeah, I mean, I peeled this orange. I guess I could wrap it up, because I don't want to eat an orange right now. Yeah, let's just wrap it up. So what do I do? Like, basically at this point I have to make more alcohol because I have nothing else to do with these raisins. I will not eat these things. Bit of honey was on the table, so. That's got a bit more height to it than I thought. I'll be back in a sec. I'll see if I can find somewhere I actually fit this thing.